Sound of Freedom is still going strong at the box office, finishing #1 Monday with $4 million, bringing its total take to over $45 million. It's the story of former government agent Tim Ballard, who has given his life to rescuing children from human trafficking. Ballard's wife is a big part of this story, and actress Mira Sorvino plays that role in the film. CBN Studio 5 sat down with her to talk about her own life-saving work on and off the big screen.
How many pedophiles you got?
288.
How many kids you found?
So, as an actress in this film, what's it like now when you're sitting in the audience with people watching the story play out? What's it do to you?
I think that the general emotion of the film really hits hard when you see it on a big screen. I actually hadn't seen the film before.
She's just Miranda's age.
Imagine walking into a room right now, seeing an empty bed.
But to see people like visibly, like, you know, their hearts in their throats, like watching this unfold and understanding the reality of 2 million children in the world who are trapped in child sex exploitation right now, who are being trafficked and sold to evil people who have not one whit of compassion or empathy for them as human children. It was powerful.
One of the things that you've said I'd like to hear again, because I think it's powerful, is this idea that we see this problem and we just assume that they're lost causes,
right,
and there's nothing we can do.
I think that the human brain has a hard time understanding coming back from something so horrific as child rape of small children. I mean, it's so dark that we're just like, oh, those poor children, oh, but almost like they're already dead. You know, like we turn away because we're just like, we feel powerless to help and so horrified that we'd rather not think about it, you know? And, you know, that's where the traffickers win. That's where the evil people win. And, you know, we all have to rise up and be so disgusted and so moved to help these people that we change the equation for them and we give them that hand out of this trafficking situation, which right now only 0.4% of all trafficking victims in the world enjoy. Only 0.4% of trafficking victims get discovered, rescued, or exited themselves. The 99.6% are going to be trafficked for life or till they, like, you know, get sick or age out or die.
So you thought of that? Of doing it on your own?
I won't be on my own. I just have to convince Pablo.
Okay. So, you quit your job, and you go and rescue those kids.
I've met these trafficking survivors in my role as Goodwill Ambassador for the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime on Human Trafficking that have inspired me so much. Their ability to rebound with the proper aftercare, and that's where we also need to take our energy after we see something like this and start helping the people who are already doing the good work on the ground and joining forces with them. I've seen these girls and women and men who come out of this who are brave and confident and smiling and inspired and hopeful, even if they battle with these horrific, traumatic memories. But they've gotten a lot of love from other people, and now they're leading a path in their own life to fulfill the destiny that God meant for them and to help bring everybody else who's still stuck. Like almost every single one that I've met has this resurrection story where they're like, they've risen above, even though it's very, very hard. And it's all to their credit that they're able to find that inside themselves, to find that in their soul, to rise up and be like, I can do this. I can not be trapped in what was done to me, but I can, you know, embrace my life and be of help to others. Like, they're just my heroes.
It is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen.
I know that this is a tall order, but we need a heart change. We need a civilization heart change, you know. We grow, you know, in stutter steps, I think, over the centuries, over the millennia. And this is our time to say no to slavery and no to exploitation.
It has already passed the illegal arms trade, and soon it's going to pass the drug trade. Because you can sell a bag of cocaine one time to a child 5 to 10 times a day. God's children are not for sale.
Powerful movie. Very disturbing story. Well, also tonight on Studio 5, a first look at the new faith-based romantic comedy called Divine Influencer, and a look at a documentary called Black Ice about racism in hockey and how the church has helped to bridge that divide. You can catch it all on Studio 5 on the CBN News Channel tonight at 8:30 Eastern. You can also watch it on the CBN News app or on YouTube.